Crashers. How are you doing? It is another Sunday. So I am here to go ahead and talk about possibly upgrading my van. Yeah, as you saw from the video I posted today, I'm actually considering selling my beautiful little Cascade camper and going with another, model as far as the Pleasureweight Tofino. So it's kind of scary, that I'm actually considering it because everyone knows I love my man. "Hey, Judith, how are you?" Welcome. Graham, how you doing? Harvey Bay, Australia. My wonderful guy from down under, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you and the wife are enjoying your retirement. Um, yeah. Yeah, so I'm actually everyone knows I love my van. I mean, honestly, it is like the best van, but I sat here thinking about it, looking at all of my jewelry business and things like that, and trying to figure out how I'm gonna fit that into the van and yada, yada, and now I have a bigger dog as well, so now I have 2 dogs. I have Zeus and I have, Lucky, so I said to myself, "Oh my god, that all of us are not gonna fit in the Cascade camper." I mean, even if I were to stop, I mean, I'd have to put the carousel out every single time and to get that extra space because there's no way that I could actually do that inside my little ProMaster City cargo van, so I'm actually thinking about going ahead and upgrading my vehicle to the Pleasureway Tofino. The Pleasureway's been around forever and a day, and they have a little Tofino on the ProMaster Chassis 1500, so thought I would go ahead and, um, see if I can't upgrade. Why don't you rent a new van first and see if you like that one? I tried looking for a renting either through GoCamp or through, several different rental companies to see who had a Tofino, and I have not yet been able to find one. Um, but being the shorter van, it's the, like, low top. So it's like driving one of the regular, like, what do they call it? The Dodge 350 or, the one that, like, Chrome does, like, those kind of vans. I've driven those kind of vans, and that's not that hard or difficult. Um, so it's almost the same size. It stands 8 foot 2 high with only 18 feet long, so and, of course, you can't go any further than 8 feet wide on um, the road for DOT, so, I mean, I think that I could, it's just I haven't been able to find a rental company who has specifically the Tofino, um, but I am still looking, 'cause I still haven't purchased it yet. Still haven't purchased it yet. Our Cane Corso Roxy is a pain in the butt in our little van. She will not move. Love her money. It it wouldn't have been an issue had I not had Lucky. Lucky is my father's, and then he passed away, and then it was my mother's, and now she passed away, so I inherited the dog, and, I mean, he's a good dog, don't get me wrong, but he's not van life trained yet, he's not socialized with other dogs and, it kinda worries me, and he does take up a lot of room. He's a big dog. Um, but he's still a good dog. It's just between that and all of my if you've all seen my beading workshop, taking all those beads and everything else is just where would I put it? Even if I took out the front seat, or the passenger seat, that would help, but it still, I don't think, would be enough room for everything that I need because I plan to still work and do the jewelry business while I'm on the road. Why not? Um, so that is my only worry or concern. So and I totally agree, if you have an animal, and they always come first, that's your family. So, it's kind of hard to plan having a small little ProMaster city and then not have the room to be comfortable, 'cause there's not every place that you can put up the parcel. There's not every place that you can just, um, expand. Sometimes yourself, so you gotta stay contained within that vehicle. "Hey, Red, how are you?" "Hi." So I've been batting it around my head, you know, um, to do it, not to do it, to do it, not to do it, and, I mean, it makes more sense while I am still working a full-time job that I can literally sock away everything that I can to pay it off, um, before I retire, so when I do hit the road and I become on a limited income, I won't have that payment to worry about. So that is my only reason of me considering getting it done now, so I don't have that bill when I do hit the road and on a limited income. Um, buy the buy the beads you have for men are just as pretty as okay, buy the beads you have for men are just as pretty as the females. Yes, but a lot of men get really picky because they don't want anything shiny, shiny. So having them say that they are I wear them because, the Palo Santo beads, they're fragrant, and actually, like, the Argentinian, Palo Santo beads will turn a darker red as you wear them or a darker green as you wear them, so it's actually kinda cool. And, I wear them as well, the lava stone with the tiger and everything else, but men get kinda funny that way where they're like, "Oh, it's a woman's bracelet." No, you know? So, but yes, women can wear them too, absolutely. Everybody's saying hi. Roxy was left behind by my youngest son, Tyrone, who left to go to work in Melbourne. Much love, but a real van filler. Yeah, exactly. And I love my dog, and obviously I have to take him with me, so it's like, where am I gonna put him? My Ram Pro Master CD is not that big. By the way by the way, hi, Red. Everybody's saying hi. It's my Dashers. I know everybody's having a great Memorial Day weekend, and I hope everyone's out there doing something. My sister, purchased some land that, she's really excited about, so now I'm trying to help get her, situated, so I didn't go out this weekend. Um, she's got a lot of things she's gotta pack and this and that and do this and do that, so I'm trying to help her out as much as I can. Um, so I didn't go out this weekend, but I am gonna go out sometime, like, real soon because I am jonesing. Even if I just go for the day or and part of me wants to see how I've taken Lucky out for, like, a day trip or something like that, but I haven't really, like, done an overnight with Lucky. So I'm actually going to try and do an overnight with him in the van and see if we can make it work. Because like I said, I you all know I love my van. It has everything that I need. It's just the space. I don't have space, and I can't I love to cook, but if it's raining and so on and so forth, I have to cook in the van, and I like to stand up to cook. So and I can't stand up in my van, so that's kinda hard. I'm restarting after my drive from Philly wait, I'm re I'm resting after my drive from Philly back to Denver. Oh, that must have been a long haul. By the way, is what I should have said about the beads. Oh, by the way, yeah. Yeah, they're good for men and women, absolutely. I agree. Dashers, dashing through the bush in the rusty Holden UTE, right? Light, no, UTE kicking up the dust early early in the boot. Wait, dashing through the bush and rusty Holder UT kicking up the dust early in the boot. Asking, dashing through the oh my god, Graham, sometimes my hair moves on a lot of things. Sometimes I gotta read it a few times, and I'll probably go back in the chat and start laughing my butt off, I'm not kidding you, but most of the time it goes, my hair moves, it just goes like that. But I love you, man. Yeah, see how lucky does, exactly. I mean, I haven't made the commitment yet, so don't freak out like it may happen, but as I'm still looking into it, I'm getting quotes to see how much it costs to raise my entrance into my garage. So I'm thinking of all the things because 'cause I'm not gonna pay for storage when I have a perfectly good garage, it has a 9 foot 3 inch, you know, garage that this 8 foot 2 inch truck could go in, it's just the opening sucks, is only 7 feet, so I'm thinking of all the avenues and everything like that, but I also wanna see if, because I have to pack as if I am full-time, so I gotta put all my beads in there, I gotta put all my you know, all the things that I need to live in that van along with the dogs and me, and see if we could pull it off. 'Cause y'all have seen most of you have seen my inside of my camper, it's not that big, but for Zeus and I, it was no problem, but Zeus is a small dog, okay? But Lucky, on the other hand, not so much. And even when Lucky passes, it's good to have a separate area for work where I can keep all my beads, keep everything, and I still have room enough to live. So a place that I can sit down, I can watch a movie, I can, read a book, I can cook standing up. Even when the pop top is down, I can stand up and cook. So, without bending over or anything like that, so that's kinda nice. 1,720 miles, so woo! Nice. Yeah, I'll be visiting my children up in Rhode Island, so I'll be making that trip over the summer. Whiskey is a cooler it's a song about dashing. 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 Eski's a cooler. Oh, okay. See, well, those are the down under terms I don't get, see? I missed the joke. You're a poet. Didn't even know it. Uh, if Lucky doesn't take to it, will your sis take him when you head out? Yes, she will. Well, what usually happens is she'll do the house sitting, so Lucky will stay here, she'll work from here, she'll, or she'll, check up on him or whatever. He'll stay here. Zeus, everyone knows Zeus. Zeus travels well, he's a good boy. Um, until I get the Tofino, because if I do get the Tofino, there is more than enough room for that boy to lay down and take it easy, and, it's enough room for the 3 of us to live very, very comfortably. Of course, I would make modifications to it. I would add some shelving. I would add, a lot more other things than what that has. I mean, there's obviously no toilet, so I'll put in a toilet. I'll put a bench there with some cabinet and shelves. I'll put a shelf above the header in the front cab area. Of course, put the sliding, you know, um Great, the divider, the curtain divider, make it a blackout curtain divider in the front in case I wanna go stealth. Um, so there are a lot of things that I can do more so in that van than the Cascade. Sung to the tune of the horse opens like, oh, dashing through this okay, dashing through the okay. Sung to the tune of the horse in the open sleigh. I like the bike home, but you kept telling me about I finally read it and shared it on Facebook. Hey, Lindy, how are you? Good to see you. How you doing? I have to give you a call. We haven't talked in a while. Annie and Spence. And see, Annie and Spence, they also own a Cascade camper. So Annie and Spence, and they're a fellow Cascadian, and I'm like, I don't wanna sell it, but I know but part of me is like, "Oh my god, it'd be better," and no, and yes, and no, and yes. 'Cause we both I mean, I love my Cascade camper. "How's it going?" "Hey, Adele." Everybody's saying hi. That's the best thing. We're all a family. Whoop, whoop. We all stick together. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Um Yeah, I figured that one out already. That comment was for Graham Whittaker about the bike poem. I figured that. I say go for it if you need the space. Yeah, honestly, I think I would. Just if I didn't have the business, I think it would be a different story, but because I need to have that space in order to create, um because I plan on having that, I can sell right out of the back of my van, which is great because the back end space is what I would transform into a workshop. The table that they have for the Tofino is actually movable, so I can use it in the front, I can use it outside, I can use it in the back, it's on a tripod base, so I can move it to wherever I want it to be. So, it's just the containers and all the beads and all the notions and everything that I have, the packaging, all that stuff has to go somewhere, and I don't have enough room in the Cascade camper to do that, unfortunately. Um, and the best part is, I mean, when I do the pop top, I might not sleep up there, but I can use that whole thing as storage. I mean, how great would that be? The story about the fussy woman at the KFC. Oh, I'm gonna have to go watch that one. If you're living in it, you need as much space as possible, and I agree because I don't think I mean, granted, I could probably live maybe a month or 2 in the Cascade camper, no problem, but after that, I think I would just be crazy, and hence the reason why I'm thinking of going earlier, buying it earlier is because I don't want the payment. I've got 3, maybe 3.5 years left to work. if I can sock away as much money and pay off as much money as I can on the vehicle, and when I end up retiring, I don't have that bill while I'm on the road and on a limited income. So, that is the only reason why I would sell my Cascade camper and purchase the Tofino. Now, I've looked around for a good year on something, and I am 5'2", people, so I don't need this big, huge 6 foot, 7 foot, high top van. Why? I'm 5'2". Really? I don't need that much height. I don't need but standing is a huge thing. If it's raining like you know, if it's raining like you know what I'm saying, okay, then I got nowhere to go. I had to sit and I have to wait it out, or I could stand up, I could cook dinner or everything else in my van, no problem, so I'm like it's probably a good thing to do it before I retire so I can sock away and pay off as much as I can, if not all of it, in that time. So that's the only reason why I was thinking of actually selling my baby. Uh, there you go. Glad you enjoyed it. Biggest problem we have with Roxy is no national parks and no van parks, so I have no pet policy. Oh, also going on guided tours. Oh, that's kinda nice. And a lot of van parks have a no pet policy. Well, that kinda stinks. I agree with you. Um, and you think about it, I mean, you if your pet is gonna be in your van and it's a small van, that's, not right either, 'cause they don't have the room to run or not run, but at least be comfortable, in the van, and the Cascade camper does not have a lot of room, um, unfortunately. Uh, I can stand I can stand in a regular ProMaster at 5'3". Yeah, and this is it's almost like a regular ProMaster. It's a little roof. It's only 8 foot 2 inches from street to top, and, has and I'm 5'2", and I stand up in there with the pop top closed, no problem. So that's kinda nice. I mean, I have to bend down if I'm, like, actually sitting, but you're sitting, so what's the difference? You know what I mean? But if you're standing up cooking, I can cook standing without having the pop top up. So I love my 35 and traveled in most of the 2021, but it's easy driving long distance, like my RAV. I like having a little apartment here in Denver to come home to. And I do. I'm not giving up my house. I'm not doing any of that. I'm still keeping my house. I'm gonna Airbnb it out. I'm gonna management company run it, everything else like that, so it continues to pay the mortgage while I'm out doing my van life. However, long hauls, I wouldn't be doing long hauls. I would be stopping and I would be exploring, I mean, 6 hours, 8 hours is probably the max I would drive during a day, and then I'll find something to see. There's so much to see in the United States that, I mean, you wouldn't even believe how much, and, you do is just look and say, "Okay, 6 hours out, I've got this kind of radius, what's around town?" And eventually, I wanna make it from East to West Coast or, up to Montana or to the Smokies or to, the Tetons, whatever, Devil's Tower, Salt Flats, who knows, but it doesn't mean that I have to drive, stop, drive, stop, you know, the next day, keep going. I could drive there, stop, stay 4 or 5 days, drive, stop, stay another 4 or 5 days. So it's not like it's a continuous drive, 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 drive. So, That's what I'm looking at. That's the only reason why I'm thinking of having a bigger home. Baking some shortbread I wish I could have that. So, as everyone knows, I'm on Virta right now, which is like a sorta like a keto program, but it's not. And I have lost 15.3 pounds since May 1st. Yeah. So, like, yay for me. Hey, Carol's in the house. I got dibs on being the first one to take a ride with you. Yay. Yeah, it's gonna be fun because I mean, I'm excited. There's a lot of things that I would change, like, I would lose that back part of the bottom bed because I'm 5'2" and a side sleeper, so I actually put the bed down so as to see if I could sleep comfortably on just the seat as it folds open, and I'm fine. So I'm like, "Yay for being short. Yay for being a side sleeper." Um so I was like, "Okay, great, that's gonna work." So I could drop that, and then on the top where they actually store that piece, I can put a shelf around and have shelving up there. There also is a headliner from the cab. I can put a shelf there, so I can make that a nice little closet area. I can put the drape roll on that I can also, dub as a movie screen for my, what you call it, my nebula, which is my projector. So, I mean, there's so many things, and then, in the toilet, they have this huge area between the door and the actual seat that I could actually make a movable cupboard. So I can move it and put my cassette toilet in there or my porta potty, my composting toilet, whatever, in there with some shelving and some extra stuff. So there's a lot of things that you can do. So those are my plans. Sounds yummy. I know, right? Red velvet cupcakes. Oh, I wish I could have that. Cheesy broccoli soup I could probably have. Not her thing. Try the man from Iron Bark. That's why we wear a beard. Okay, we'll give that a try. Everybody's saying hi, Carol. Yep. Are you keeping the passenger seat? Uh, in the Cascade camper right now, it currently is, yes. Um, and like I said, if I get the they both swivel around, so that's perfectly fine. Um, and there's plenty of room for both Zeus and Lucky in the Tofino, like, no problem, thank goodness. Um, as well as having my business in the back of the garage because I really don't have an e-bike, nor do I really want one. I've got my little scooter, it takes me what I want, I'm good. Um, so I really don't need per se a, electric bike or any of that fun stuff. So, I'm good with my little scooter, and that fits fine in my little van and, still keep the, moonshade awning, but I'll probably sell the Carcel with the Cascade camper because it will not fit on the Spino. So, I'll make that part of, and there's a ladder for the Cascade that I bought that will go with that as well. So, there are things that I have for that specifically will stay with the Cascade camper. Um, I did bad eating on my trip. I have to get back into it 1 month until I go to Portugal. Well, there you go. Well, I lost 15 pounds in a month, so you can do it. Currently on a seafood diet, much better than bread and bread and buck diet. Ugh, I miss bread. Miss bread. Seafood diet. Uh-huh. You see it and eat it, or actually a seafood diet. Hey, Sean, how are you? Hey, Lori, welcome, welcome. Hoo-hoo. So I hope everyone enjoyed the little, tour of the Tofino. Yeah, with some of the brochure stuff, but I actually did film some of it while I was checking it out here in Texas. I don't even know if they still um, have it available. It says sale pending, but who knows? I don't know what they're doing. Um, but I figured I'm going to get estimates on raising my roof because why am I gonna pay for storage when the car's not close to me? Not good. Also researching, auto insurance and things like that, making sure that I can afford the bill as well as cleaning up the Cascade camper. That's what my whole weekend outside of that and helping my sister out, that's what I've been doing. That was my Memorial Day weekend. How's the little fella doing? Oh, he's getting faster every day. He's almost walking. Oh, no. Already. That's awesome. So that pretty much is what's been going on with me. There's always been the question whether you upgrade or whether you stay with what you have, and, um, y'all know I love my Cascade camper, but reality thinking full time, I just don't think it's enough room for my big dog, me, my business, and, um, everything else. Even if I were to take the passenger seat out, I still don't think it would be enough room. So, since the smaller vans are now being, discontinued for all 3 of them, the Nissan NV200, I looked at it too. Think about this, okay, because I was looking at the Toyota Sienna and putting a pop top or fiberine on it or something like that, matter or something, okay? Even doing that, even if you were to buy, a used one, a used Sienna with I prefer to get I know everybody's gonna have their own thing, y'all, but I prefer new because I know where the miles came from, I know what condition the car is, and I know, you know, the upkeep of it. When you buy used, you're always kinda like, what did they really use this car for?" So I just dispel all of that, and I always buy new, but even to buy a brand new Toyota Sienna, it's almost cost as much as it would be for the Tofino. So it's like, well, I might as well just get the camper van and be done with it, you know? So yeah, it's not as much. Let me rephrase that. It's not as much, but by the time you end up putting a pop top on or a fiberine on it and then and all the wood and everything to convert it and all this kinda stuff that you need to actually do it, you might as well just get the DeVito. And that's just me saying. Nice outfit. Oh, yeah. Outfitted. Thank you. It was meant to be bread and duck diet. Sorry, grab a bit of bread and duck under the table. Yeah, the seafood. You see the food and you eat it. I got it. That one I got. That's why I said, "Oh, seafood," or was it real seafood? Seafood meaning you see the food, you eat it, or is it the real shrimp, fish, and everything else? Got that one, see, Graham? Some I get. It seems almost everyone who has an RV or camper eventually changes up, some people several times. And that's true, but I don't think I would change up any more than this because it would just be me, and this is more than enough room. Like, my sister, love her to death, but she is the glamper of all glampers. She has to have the 5th wheel with the slide outs, with the whole entire house, and I'm like, "Dude," and I'm happy in the Cascade camper, you know? I'm like, there are some out there, but for me, I'm like, "No, I think this would probably be my only upgrade because I wouldn't want anything more." I've gone into a high top. I've gone into several other people's high tops. I've done all of that stuff, and quite honestly, I think it's a waste of space. But then again, you're coming from someone who lived in a tiny house, which is 199 square feet for 3 years, so full time. So I know how to vertically use the walls and all that kind of stuff and find things that, make things work that normally wouldn't, okay? A lot of people don't use their walls to, store things, and it's cracking me up. I'm like, "You have all this space. What are you talking about?" And he says, "Well, I can't fit the." Yeah, you're not gonna have floor space, but you'll have a lot of wall space. However, I would rather save on the gas that it would take for being a little aerodynamic than waste the space inside the van. That's just me. I like those Mercedes mattress top minivans. Yes, but I heard that they're actually not making the Mercedes Metris either. That was the NV200, the Ford Transit, and the Ram ProMaster City. They're not making any of those, and it's just kind of weird because all of the USPS trucks are the Metrises. It's like, what are you gonna do? Um, yep, get the Tofino. At least you'll have a warranty. Yep, and like I said, I've got the 3 years to pay it off, so by the time I actually really hit the road, um, I won't have that debt, and on a limited income, that's only gonna save me. Hey, Lindy, thanks for thinking about me. I thought about you too. I was thinking about the three-digit he and wanted to know if you're always welcome to come here. Oh, Lori, that's awesome. I'd have to make it up to see you. Not me, Carol. I'm still on my first RV, and I don't think I will. But see, you've made it your own home. You know what I mean? You've actually transformed it and done, um, and it works for you. So there's no need to upgrade or no need to do anything. But my problem is I know being full-time, I don't have the room. It's good for maybe a month or 2 months, but I don't think I would be able to do it full. Hey, girl and Jessica, Adele. You are so sweet. Hope you're traveling cooler temperature soon. How are you feeling? Yes, how are you feeling? How are you doing? I thought of getting a BMW GT tour bike and build a teardrop for it to travel. And that's fine. Everyone has their way of being and their way of doing it, which is awesome. And it's not gonna prevent anybody one person cannot say is better than the other, 'cause everybody is different in what their needs are. So some love being in a Prius or, a small car, and if it works for them, hallelujah, happy for you, 'cause at least you're out there. You know what I mean? You're out there doing what you wanna do, and you're out there doing, the things that you wanna do. I know personally me, I just personally do not think it's enough room, and so that is the only reason I would ever get rid of my Cascade baby. Hey, Nora, how are you? Everybody's saying hi. What do you have? Wait, you have an Airstream, Judy. Yeah, oh, Judy has an Airstream, that's right. Yeah, it's hard to beat that. That's like the luxury RV or the luxury trailer. whatever you wanna call it, pull behind. Love the Airstream. 'Cause I looked at that too. Trust me, I looked at everything. But it's like, if I'm gonna have a trailer and a camper van, why? I mean, it defeats the purpose. Yes, I can detach and I can use the car and go into town and so on and so forth and leave the camper there and so on and so forth, but I'm still thinking, "But that's 2 beds, why?" You know? Everybody's saying, "Hello, hello, hello to the family. That is the family. Oh, yeah." Uh, we went for Sunday drive yesterday and managed to find a young blonde who doesn't know how to go through roundabouts. Now, there's a large dent in our new 4 by 4. No way. He took off and we didn't get his number. No way. Seriously? I'll take a plunger and hopefully it'll come out. That is sad, that is sad. People just don't say whatever. Um, exactly, that's unfortunate. Ugh. Hi, Lori, how are you feeling these days? See, everybody cares about you, Lori. You're in our thoughts and our prayers, man. Being sick is never good, it's always trying no matter when you think you got things licked, something else pops up. So, my parents started with tents. Yes. So did I. I started out with a backpacking tent. I have a Z-Pax duplex, with trekking poles and the whole 9 yards. That's how I started, and then I got a a Honda Element, which I did a no build, and that was my first build. Then I used my mother's Dodge Caravan. I converted that as a no build, and then I got the Cascade camper. So, totally get you. Exactly, really, people. And camp trapping every few years until we finally got the Airstream. Yep. I got over the flu, my blood pressure was 60. Ooh, that's not good. Treatment tough. Better today. Thanks for asking, you guys. You are the best. Well, you are in our prayers. No, it's not easy. Everyone has their issues, and especially with chemo and everything else. Trust me, I know what you're going through. You're down for 3 days, you ache for another 2, and, you try to make life go on. And it's not an easy task. We're all here praying for you, man. We're all here praying for you. Says, "I'm going to give you a call later, Lindy." See, everybody's gonna call Lindy. I love the Airstream, even for a time. Yeah, exactly. Simply out of my means. I would love to get an Airstream, a little one, but I bet a chance to get something bigger, so even a smaller one. Oh, I'm on the sister side. I would have just in case. Yeah, right? The glamper. Seriously, she gotta have the 5th wheel, the slide outs, and the whole 9 yards. Um, no problem. Bride's on. Oh, there you go. What'd I do without her? Starve. That's awesome. I'm glad everybody's okay though, Graham. Exactly, holding you up in prayer, Lori. We all here with you. Time for dinner. Okay, Sean, have some num nums. Appreciate your thoughts and prayers. Absolutely. Glad to see you're better. Thank you through my long drives. I appreciate it. Of That's awesome. You need to some sleep in the we used to sleep in the car when we went camping as kids because we could never get the tent up. It was funny because my father could never figure it out, and I could always get the tents up, and I could always whatever, he goes, "That's your task." And I was such a firebug, so I always loved making the fire, and I always, like, sat in the fire poking it, whatever. I called me the firebug. Um, but tent camping was my thing. I had no problem with it. Loved it. Um, I feel bad because I miss the lives. Oh, we know what's going on, girl. It's no big thing. Don't worry about it. Worry about getting better. That's what you need to do. We're all here praying for you, and we're here right we got your back. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. It's not an easy time. See, everybody's hearts and prayers, girl. You better be feeling it. Woo, yeah. That's what a family does. No one expects to live in priority to be a exactly, lives to be a priority. Amen. Got more important fish to fry. Absolutely. We know where your heart is, Lori, so don't worry about that kind of thing. We don't think of anything. We love you, we pray for you, you're part of the family, it's not easy. I've been through chemo. It's not an easy thing, and I'm going through some other personal things as well for health reasons, that, you know, as a result of things, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You gotta roll with it, you gotta do it, and, it just get to point A to point B, and you'll come through because we got prayer, we got your back, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're doing this 30 almost 30 year, sometimes said or slept in the cargo van. Not fun or sexy at all. Oh, when or wait, or slept in the cargo van. Oh, this is from when you I gotta tell you guys, you gotta hold on for 1 second, guys. Just hold on for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So, since I have my Nora here, guys, if you don't know, she's having a sale on her art. This is the print I picked up. Oh, I don't wanna take it out of the plastic until I frame it. This is Maine, the Maine coast, and I do miss New England because I did live there for quite a long time and with my kids, okay? But this is the kind of artwork she currently has a sale going on, so stop by, Nora, go ahead and leave the link, um, stop by and check it out because this is really such a beautiful print, so I had to do it. I had to. We're all here to help each other out and have fun, you know? Uh, and that's, you never have to think if we don't have your back, Lori, because we do. You're a family, you're part of the your tribe, and yeah, if we don't hear from you or see for a couple weeks or something, then we'd be like, "Okay, let's get in touch with her. Who's got the number?" Okay? There we go. Such a great friend, yes. So upgraded, finally found, and she's happy with. So it's the 4th caravan. This'll be my 4th. because I had the Honda Element, then I had the Grand Caravan, then I've had the Cascade Camper, and now the Tofino. Um, I pray for you guys too. Mwah. We love. Oh, she kept me on the phone, kept me on for long drives from Philly. Yeah. I used to do that with my sister. I'd just call her and we just talk while I'm driving. It's great. "Hi, Sean." It's being our bodies change big time and don't change back. Exactly. Oh, jeez, not a pin. Oh, I'm sorry, you're right, I'm sorry. Oh my god, how dare I? Oh my god. Not a print, it is a painting, it's an original, only one. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. You guys, it's not a print, I'm sorry. It's a painting. There is a difference. It's an original. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I wanted to highlight the beauty of it, I really did, and I don't wanna take it out of the plastic until I get it framed, y'all. I am so sorry, guys. No, I'm sorry, it's an original painting, not a print. Exactly. There we go. Artworks by Nora on Etsy, okay? A little far behind, huh? Thanks so much, Lisa, just, it's it's n it's an original painting, I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, you are right, I'm sorry, my bad. Um, and fold and fools, baked beans. So that used to be this yeah, it used to be luxury, it ain't no more. Not anymore, boy, now we got some really I mean, give me a fire, give me I'm like, really no, I do not have the Tofino. Um, I am making preparations, like, I have to raise my garage roof, um, I have to sell I have to sell rickshaw, and I have to get her ready, I have to get her detailed, I've already started clearing her out, what's gonna stay in the Cascade camper with it, like the carousel and the ladder and things that I know will go with the Cascade camper and do it as a whole package. But I have to clear out everything, I have to get it detailed, everything, and then put it up for sale. I don't wanna have 2 car payments 'cause the Cascade camper is not an RV loan, it is an actual car loan. So, it allows me to have 2, but I don't want 2 payments, I only just want 1. So, I am going to sell Rickshaw number 295, and, when I do that, then and the garage gets done, then I will purchase the laughing. I know, right? Exactly. I know, I'm sorry, it wasn't meant to be. It's a beautiful painting, I can't wait to frame it, but I don't wanna take it out of the plastic, y'all. I'm leaving it in there until I can get it framed properly. But it is beautiful, it so reminded me, like, there's many places on the Appalachian Trail, um, that peek out into a lake like this, so when I saw this print, it so much reminded me of those little turnoffs of that, so I was like, "I've gotta have this print, I've gotta have it." I'm sorry. I've gotta have this artwork. I gotta have that painting, 'cause it just spoke to me like, "Oh my gosh, I've seen this." I mean, not this particular one, but it was many spots on the Appalachian Trail look like this, and it's like, I gotta have the painting. So, I went and got it. Aw. Please hit the oh, thanks, Lori. You always remind me. What is rickshaw? Oh, rickshaw is the name of my Cascade camper. It's called rickshaw, because it gets me from point A to B. And me being Japanese, it kinda fit. So, the name of my van was or is rickshaw, number 295. 295 is the number that rolled out of Cascade Campers doors. They started in 1 and now I think they're up to, like, 380, I think they are, but rickshaw's 295. Gotcha. Lindy, thank you. Stay safe out there, Lindy. Love you, girl. You're the best advertising I got. Y'all b y'all should see some of it. I mean, it's one thing to see it in an ad, but it's another thing to actually, like, see the painting because she packages it in this with a note of instructions to actually frame it, keep it in a dry, no sunlight, so on and so forth, which kinda helps me because I never had, like, a really nice, um, painting to put around. I'm like, when I saw this, I had to have it, so I'm like, I'm glad she does that because I wouldn't know the first thing about how to care for it. So and it comes very like that, nicely packaged and really quick, y'all. So, everybody saying, "Bye, bye, Lindy." So, everybody's love. So here's the question. Now that we've all had the, discussion of, the upgrade and everything else, give me a thumbs up if you agree that it should happen or, a thumbs down if maybe I should consider thinking about, waiting a bit or, that kind of thing. 'Cause it's all and silver red. So far, silver's winning. So far, silver is winning. Bye, Lindy. Blessings. Me and ever contact me, keeping up with Colorado at gmail.com. Seriously about you coming here. Get out of the heat. Awesome. No problem. Absolutely. We need to get the drunk and have a rickshaw races in Malaysia back in my old army days. I know, right? But see, here's the thing, because you get from point A to B in style in a rickshaw. So that's why I named my van Rickshaw because it was like, "Hey, that was crazy, right?" But that's funny. Rickshaw races, oh my god, how fast a person can pull you and run. What are we voting for? If I should do the upgrade from Cascade Camper to the Tofino, or no, if I should wait, or red or silver. Right now, silver's winning. I wanna vote. So just type in the comment right now. Just type in the comment right now if you say a yay or a nay, and then what color, silver or red. Because that way I mean, it's also I'm gonna make my own decision. Y'all know that. But it's also nice to know what the family thinks, you know? I don't know what the Tofino is. Watch my video that I posted this morning. You'll find out. Silver. Mm-mm. Red says, "Go for it," and red, of course. Thumbs up and a silver. Have a great, safe weekend holiday, everyone. Gotta plug in? Plug in. Cops give tickets to red cars more often. Oh, really? Alright, my family. I do appreciate it. If you are new here, go ahead and put a 1 so we can give you a nice dasher welcome. All my content creators, which I know most of you are, go ahead and put a C and drop your link if you are my moderator, because it is the top of the hour, and I know y'all got better places to do and better things to do on this lovely, lovely weekend. So enjoy your wonderful, wonderful weekend. Yes, silver. Go for it. Yeah, looks like y'all are saying the same. Yep, go with the red. Keeping up with Colorado. Colorado, I don't have you as moderator? Drop your link. I know you're a moderator. Okay, you are. I'll watch the video on the Tofino on the That's awesome. Hey, Tim finally made it. Hey, Tim. Better late than never. I vote for the light gray, yep. Content creator, Annie and Spence. My fellow Cascadians. Did I not make you Annie and Spence? Mm. There, now you're moderator. You can drop your link. Whoop! My fellow Cascadian. Winner a faster, bigger, better, not freaking fuel prices. There we are. Still need to watch around all yeah. Yep. Everybody's saying hi, hi, Tim. You're late. Look at you're late. You be able to go drop in our YouTube link. There you go. Glorious life on wheels. There you go. Here's Carol. Definitely go check out her she's awesome content, guys, awesome lady. Everyone here is a good old family, I swear. You're my family. I love y'all. There you go. No problem. Well, everyone, please take care of yourself and each other. Stay safe out there this weekend. You and as always, stop dreaming it and start living it, everyone. Have a blessed weekend. Stay safe. Love you all. Bye.